Hey everybody. Before I get into the actual meat of this particular video, I wanted to show you guys something. See this? That's right. The Dark Tower. The Gunslinger Born. If you guys have read the Dark Tower series by Stephen King, they're actually making it into a comic book. And it's really, it's a pretty well done. This is just the first issue. There's going to be 7 of it. So if you guys and gals out there are a big fan of the Dark Tower series, I know I have some opinions on it, but I'm not going to get into it right now. This is actually really good. So it just came out today. Today's Wednesday the 7th. Today's Wednesday the 7th. So get to your local comic book shop, see if you can grab one of these. It's actually a really good story. It's made by Marvel. That's the comic book company that's producing it. And the executive producer is Stephen King, so don't worry. He has some say in it. They're not just stealing the product from him and running off into the woods. Alright, now that I've gotten that out of the way and plugged something I really shouldn't have done, but I'm a big fan of the Dark Tower series, so I wanted to do that. I wanted to get into what I wanted to talk about. And what I'm about to touch on is going to piss off a lot of folks because they're going to get the wrong impression about what I'm about to say. They're going to think, oh my god, I can't believe that you're taking sides in this issue, and I never thought if you were going to take sides, you'd take this one. I'm not taking sides here, folks. I'm just voicing something that I think needs to be said. It's been said, but I'm afraid that some of the voices that have made this point, the people that were listening were looking at the face attached to it. It's coming from somebody that they already don't like, so regardless of what the message is, they're just, oh, you're a hater and an idiot. And that's exactly what I want to touch on, the concept of haters and trolls and whatnot. I know I've made previous posts in the past touching on haters and trolls and how their behavior is inappropriate and whatnot, and I still feel that it does. However, I've never said that they don't have the right to speak. I've never said that these people should be eliminated from the planet, they should be thrown off of YouTube. I think that they need to grow up. I think that, that their behavior is inappropriate and completely disrespectful. But there's a lot of people out there that feel that their freedom of speech is somehow stronger than somebody else's. Now, I'm not saying that underneath the freedom of speech, death threats and the like are acceptable, because they're not. They're illegal. But everybody has a right to say whatever it is that they want to say. If they want to talk about how much they don't like your videos and how much you're a talentless hack, they do have the right to say that, and you have the right not to listen. This is the internet. It is a free domain. It is the Wild West. If you put your videos out on the internet, you are giving other people permission to doctorate them, to critique them, to say whatever they want about them. It's important that you guys and gals understand that. I know that there's a lot of very specific users that have been attacked by groups of trolls and haters. Rocco's House made a video, I don't know, a week or two ago, and he made a very, very clear point, a very good point, and I agree with him 100%. A lot of people are dropping the word hater, and they're dropping the word troll, and they're dropping the word griefer, which, for those of you that don't know, a griefer is a video game term that is now coming to the internet. What the fuck? Way too much. Anytime somebody sees a comment on their video that disagrees with them, it's automatically labeled a hater. And I really think that you guys and gals out there need to get that fucking word out of your lexicon. I really do. Simply because of the fact that a hater, and a true hater, as you all know, is somebody who says things that have no merit whatsoever. What they say has no bearing. They're simply just insulting you. They're going directly at you. You're fat, you're ugly, you're a slob. That's what a hater is. If somebody comes on and goes, wow man, I think that you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to politics and this and that, they disagree with you, but they're not a hater. And I'm seeing more and more people pop up and go, yeah, those people over, Encyclopedia Dramatica, they all need to burn in hell because they're all a bunch of Nazis. You know what? I've gone to Encyclopedia Dramatica. I've seen what they posted, and yeah, a lot of it is a little bit over the top. They call it satire. I don't necessarily agree with that, but they call it satire. And, they're making fun of internet celebrities and internet personalities and just anybody on the internet. Chances are I'll have an Encyclopedia Dramatica page up about me soon enough. And you know what? I don't care. Because quite frankly, it's the internet. It really is. Now, I don't say internet serious business, because as far as I'm concerned, that in itself is a statement that gives people think it gives them the permission to say whatever they want, with no concern for the effects of what they're saying. People do get upset because they do take the internet very seriously, because this is a social outlet. So they're interacting with people all across the world. Granted, the person's not sitting across the table from them, but they're still interacting. So to have people insult you and attack your character is a very hurtful thing. But it's been said time and time and time again, if you don't have a thick skin and you can't handle it, get off the internet, because you're not going to have your utopia. It is the Wild West. There are no rules. There are certain rules within it, but there are no rules within a context around. If you cannot handle people assaulting you and coming at you and throw back, then you really, really shouldn't be online. That's the honest truth. I think it's important that a lot of people understand that the word hater is being misused in a lot of contexts. If somebody's on your profile and they're threatening you and calling you fat and stuff, okay, then they are a hater and they're doing something that's illegal. But if they're coming onto your videos and going, wow, man, you know, this is, you don't know what you're talking about, or they disagree with you, or they take issue with what you say and argue with you, they're not a hater. They're just speaking out against whatever it is that you said. They have the right to do that. Some people tend to fall into the realm of hater. They'll start off with disagreement and then start throwing slanderous commentary and insults back and forth. It's really just, it's a waste of time. It really, really is. You know, it's not worth the effort. It's not worth the emotional investment. A lot of people get worked up and hurt. People are running off of one website and going to another website because they think that somehow that's going to save them from it. No matter where you go, there's going to be somebody who's going to attack you. Everybody. I've been attacked. Everybody has been attacked online. It just comes with the territory. You either suck it up and understand that there are people out there that are complete idiots and move on and ignore them. Place no value in their opinion whatsoever and live your life. Or you can sit there night after night getting into flame wars and arguing, and looking up on the internet and finding stuff about it and wasting valuable energy that you could be enjoying your life with. You know, it's important, I have to say this again, I think it's important that people need to come to terms with this and understand, okay? Stop using the word hater. Stop using the word troll. Stop using the word griefer. Do you know what a griefer is, folks? A griefer, and this comes from online role-playing games, specifically major multi-online role-playing games. A griefer is somebody, and this is, I think, where they come from, is somebody like, for example, if you get killed, they wait around until you respawn, and then they kill you again, and they kill you again, and they find you all the time, they come after you. Now, I understand that they are seeing it in a similar context. There's one person that's coming after this particular individual, and they're attacking them verbally, they're coming after them. You block them, and they come back. They get another account. You block them, they come back, and get another account. You gotta ignore them, folks. You gotta ignore them. You just move on with life. Delete the comments and move on. You know, you suddenly have to defend yourself because somebody whose opinion you don't value tells you, oh, you're a communist because you won't let me voice my opinion. It's your profile. Delete the comments and move on. Their opinion is irrelevant. It really is. Somebody wants to post rude comments on your video, delete it and move on. If they come back, why did you delete my comments, you Nazi? My comments, you Nazi. Because I didn't want to read them. Simple as that. You have every right to do that. Don't forget that. You have a right to control your channel however you see fit. If people don't like the way you control the channel, they don't have to come there. But at the same token, do not go into someone else's channel and try and tell them how they should run their channel. Going into a hater's channel who records video and say, oh, you're an idiot, you should never be honored, it's just as bad. If you have a problem with the way they behave, why would you emulate it? I don't get it. So yeah, folks, I wanted to say that. You know, there are people that are on LiveJournal, there are people that are on Stickam, there are people that are on live video that are going to do this, and that's just the way it is. Learn to accept it, adapt to it, and move on, or die. It's like you know, anything. It's like life. You either learn to adapt to your surroundings, or you're going to go extinct. And really, it's not that hard to go extinct on the internet. People fade off and disappear all the time because they cannot handle the pressure and the abuse. I'm not saying that you should be willing to suck up all kinds of abuse, but you just got to learn to ignore it. They don't know you. They don't know who you are. They just see you online and your handle and your videos. And a lot of people on YouTube don't post videos of honesty. They just post whatever they feel like posting, and it doesn't necessarily mean that's who they are. That's just what was on the top of their head. I mean, if you think about all the silly videos out there, could you imagine how many mentally disabled, mentally injured, mentally retarded people there were? Someone getting up there and putting on a monkey suit and dancing lambada to, you know, Michael Jackson music. That's not a real person. That's just somebody being goofy. It's somebody having a good time with their camera and enjoying themselves. It's not who they are. Why? So if they're insulting the person in the monkey suit who's dancing to Michael Jackson, that's not you. It's you just being silly. So remember that, okay? They have a right to be here. They have a right to say whatever it is they're going to say within reason. And as long as they are not attacking you, and you got to realize that there's a difference between being attacked and being critiqued. As long as they are not attacking you and threatening you, you don't have to listen. And if they are, contact your local authority. Get a copy of it, send it, CC it to YouTube, and CC it to the police. Make a paper trail. But you got to be sure that what you have is legitimate. If somebody comes on and goes, I think your videos suck, okay, move on with life. That's not really a threat to you or anybody else. It's just one person's opinion against you. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to say that. You guys really need to get, everybody needs to get a little perspective now and then, even me. and I wanted to share this with you. So until next time, I'll talk to you later.